Alright, well, I'm kind of found the trail of the male deer. There's about two of them, but they cross through like a whole herd of female mule deer. But what I did find is a boar. I'm running the coyotes on this island as well. But, yep, there's the boar. As long as I don't run into a freaking bear and get mauled, I'm cool. But yes, the male deer are doing a good job of eluding me. I don't really get it. The female deer seem to drop a lot more tracks. Not just by sheer numbers, but even if there's just one female deer, tracking them seems way easier, which doesn't make sense because they're a bit lighter. You would think they wouldn't leave as much of a impression on the forest, but yeah, the male deer seem to be ninjas. Leave a print and then freaking disappear. And they're calling to their heart's content. And I've yet to hear a male deer. If I heard one, it makes it so much easier to frickin' zero in on them. So I'm going to get back to tracking. And hopefully they didn't stray too far away, though I'm pretty sure I may have lost them at this point. Roost right over there. I can actually climb that tower and do some calls and hopefully get deer out to me. I don't know if I'm going to do that now. I'm so close, and he is moving pretty far away from the little spot, so I want to keep hoofing it toward this deer. He is leaving quite a few tracks for me to follow finally. There was two male deer I was tracking, but now I'm down to one. I don't know where the other one went off to. Here's hoping the one I'm tracking is a really nice one, a really big one. Even if it's not, I'm probably going to shoot it and then take a break, because I've been tracking this deer for a while now. This, and I'm not gonna let it go. As you see, the perimeter has gotten smaller. I'm getting really close. I'm gonna get in the crouch here. Basically, he's like turning back, and the trail has gotten extremely warm, almost hot. You see, we got a solid line diameter, and I seem to be closing in on this bugger. I'm gonna go into a walking pace and hope that the wind is in my favor right now and blowing towards me. And I see a deer out there. I think it's female. Yep, that is female, alright. And it's a whitetail. I can't tell the freaking difference either way. But this male is still trying to shake me though. But he was leaving quite a few tracks in this small part of the forest here. And as you can see, the solid line now is dotted. It's now a dotted perimeter instead of a solid perimeter. So the tracks are getting cold. But this is a lot closer than I've ever been. Alright, so let's keep trekking through the blasted woods. Up, there we go. And there's a little, right up here, as you see, I got two trails right here. It's the same damn deer. Looks like it went forward a little ways and then it took a left. So it's heading out into the open, hopefully. That'll make shooting it and then tracking, if I don't get an insta-kill, a lot easier. I'm gonna try for a heart shot, but you know, I used to be pretty handy at that. See, the perimeter is really small, really thin. And then it's not small and thin anymore. That is kind of confusing. This track here isn't as new as the last track. That's basically sending me for a bit of a loop now. I'm gonna go with the newer track, of course. And hope that it's still fairly close by. I'm probably going to go up that hill there, put out a call, and hopefully get a reply. But yeah, that's pretty odd. I don't know why that track's older. As far as I can tell, he went out into the field here. At least that's what I'm hoping. As you can see, the perimeter is actually expanding as time passes. And so, probably should put out a call pretty soon, but I want to get to a point where I'm not putting out a call and it's like right next to me. Alright, so right now I have found no other trails. I might double back to the one that was, as far as I can tell, cold as a dead body and work off of that. But this bugger has completely lost me, as far as I can tell. There's been no reply to the call so far. And that was a mouse. Weird. Guess the coyotes eat them. Alright, I'm gonna double back to path here. It's really odd. All of a sudden there is no tracks. One is left to wonder if it bugged out and just disappeared into thin air. So I'm going to take another look. The tracks in this area here, and then if that fails, I'm going to head to the tower. Okay, here's the super uber cold tracks. Pointing them this way. Which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I mean, I just don't get how they could be that blasted cold. This is somewhat cold tracks, and that's what heads this way. So I'm gonna go ahead and head out toward the tower. I decided that it left a long enough trail for me. And it's basically taunting me for all I know. It being a digital deer and all. See a pheasant flying out there. Just scanning one more time for a trail of some kind, and I'm not seeing any. So I will cut back to you once I finally have eyes on this blasted deer. Alright, well I found a separate buck. I put out a call after I heard it. And as you can see when I pull out the binoculars, a lot of foliage pops. But it's there somewhere. You can see it when you have the binoculars down, not when it's up. There it is. Alright, here's hoping the wind is not blowing my scent over to him. He's still coming this way. So that's a good sign, I think. I'm trying to get a clear look at it so I can gauge. It's pretty suspicious at this point. I'm going to go ahead and shift to the right here. You really gotta fix that. I don't believe this game pauses ever. It has a pretty nice rack. I'm gonna bring out my gun now. We'll observe it through the scope. It is way too suspicious and way too exposed. And I don't have a clean shot on it either. I can go for a headshot, but I want it to poke its head up a bit higher for me. There he goes. Alright. Looks like we're gonna get a nice shot. This guy is way too shaky with a gun. Alright. One shot, one kill. Let's take a look at him. Some pheasants over there near the lodge, or whatever that's supposed to be. This wasn't even the deer I was tracking. That guy freaking disappeared into thin air. As far as I'm concerned, he must have bugged out. But, hey. I got this guy. Alright. He's not the best antlers ever. But I think he's going to outscore. He's going to outscore my last deer, I'm hoping. Range shot. 114. Yep, that outscores my last deer. So yeah, sweet. Now it's gonna let me, take a picture here. Now it's going to disappear. Alrighty, well that is the hunter. I'm gonna go check how the leaderboards are doing for that competition. I probably jumped up a couple levels at least. Maybe, I'm in the teens instead of the 20s. That would be good. This is a game to check out if you love hunting sims. It can be frustrating sometimes, but that's hunting for you. This is Andrew of cleargaming.net. I'm signing off.